abrupt. Oh, of course I can't hear you. I think it's you.
I know it's me. It's my fault.
It's my fault. What I do?
Why you got to bring it up? What? It's not like we're doing a video show.
It's
not like anyone's watching. It's not like they can see. It's not like you just.
What is it?
Just send me a fucking. Right? Just send me a DM behind the scenes, like, "Hey, bro, unmute."
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
No. I have a penis in my ear. Just a little penis.
I can't hear you from all this cock in my ear.
I got so much cack in my ear. Justin, it made me so happy that you canceled last week for several reasons. One, it turned out I needed a break. But two, you've been the last couple times I've had to cancel, you've been so bummed. You're just like, do you care? And so it was just so nice that like your life got in the way. And it's like, okay, shit happens. We'll be back next week. It's all right.
Yeah.
Now, the bad news is, people, here's the good news, people. Last week, I watched the fuck out of these episodes. Like, I ate my veggies. I did my homework. I took notes. I took shitty notes because there's nothing to fucking write down. But I took notes. The bad news is I couldn't fucking bear to watch it again this week. So it's been 10 days since I've seen these episodes. I have them on right now for reference. I have great notes, but it's been 10 days since I've watched a second of the Wheel of Time.
Well, I got like lots of notes, except for I don't have that many notes on episode 6 because it was probably the best episode of the season so far. So, we'll get there quickly. Okay. I'll crack some jokes and then we can actually talk about something that's good.
Well, I'll be curious when we get
good anyway.
I'll be curious when we get to 6 because I thought I might have just been tired of taking notes. So I was like, am I enjoying this? Like, is this?
No, I was the same because I'm just like, I split them up, but I was like, am I just like mailing this in? I'm like, no, I'm not playing video games. I'm like actually watching this episode and I was pretty engaged with it. So
I was watching these episodes 20 to 30 minutes at a time while I ran out and managed my new pump I had to buy for our flooding.
Pump. I thought you said pup. I'm like, there's a new puppy and it's not on the screen right now. I will kill you.
No. Kelly and I
don't even say it out loud.
have an agreement that if she gets a dog, I get to kick that thing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Wow. I'm kidding, people. I'm kidding. She just has to walk it, or I'll kick it. No. Anyways, no, we have. So we live on a hill. So I've learned a tough. Like I know fucking rich guy problems. I have this beautiful house on this beautiful hill in this beautiful neighborhood. I've never lived on a hill before, and it gets wet here, and so like the system that they've figured out to manage getting all this water down the hills without flooding everyone's driveway is kind of intricate and kind of old.
Yours.
And kind of because it's like it's one of those things where it's like I'm sure the city is responsible for this part of it, but then that runs into my property that I'm responsible for, and so it's like, and then if mine breaks down, then the person below me, and it's just like it just starts to snowball, and so I have this problem. So I don't know if it's clogged or if it collapsed because it's an old pipe. Wow. If anyone started listening to this podcast, they're done now. Anyways, living on a hill it sucks.
Hey, fantasy books don't have plumbing problems. Okay.
I will actively try to not live on a hill again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all gravity, baby. It's all gravity. Even they even know that in the Two Rivers.
Okay. I was watching these Harry Potter videos, and he's like, I'm not even going to get into before there's running water, and they just pooed in their pants and magicked it away. I was like, was that a thing? God, I don't love that either. I'll just say this right now. It seems really squishy.
I would probably, you know what? I wouldn't magic a bunch of food. I would just magic calories into my stomach.
Can't do that. Can't do that. You can't just make food and calories. You can multiply food. Didn't you read Hogwarts: A History, Harry?
Okay, then find me a different world. Then find me maybe Lord of the Rings world. I don't fuck the Harry Potter world.
Yeah, whatever.
Somewhere there's a world where a vampire fucks a werewolf and it fills up the tooth fairy. That book exists.
So then you just eat tooth fairies.
I've seen DeviantArt. Oh, by the way, I took a 10 milligram gummy an hour ago too. So
perfect. I will say I'm going to be your Dragon Reborn, and just like Matt, Jeremy's not here to keep me from being a total prick.
Oh,
Jeremy
hanging
at the gate again.
Jeremy, you really did fuck me on this one, Jeremy. You're not here to take some of this heat.
I again knew that you thought you were never going to be here again.
So again, I don't know what most of these notes mean, so I'm just going to read from the page. Just dry
Jump
read.
into them. I'll try to.
Welcome to our show, our one-fold podcast, our headphones to make us a microphone to prove our worth. Most of all, a punishment for the sin. Geston, what is the sin?
I mean, there's so many. If you want to go back to the original sin, it's the sin is Rafe Judkins getting to be put in charge of the show.
It's Desmond leaving his TV cranked up while he's trying to record a podcast. That's a sin.
I can't hear it, so
no, I know what the sin is.
Men touch it and they make it filthy. They're penetrators.
Never eat ass after a long day in the desert.
Or at the gym, or just stuff like that.
Nah, gym's fine. A little sweat, that's fine. You don't want that grit. You don't want that sand, that gritty.
Yeah. We don't do sex on the beach either.
That sweat turns into mud.
No.
Don't know where the poop.
That sounds like a whole other problem.
Where the poop ends and the dirt begins.
The Aiel food is so spicy. Yuck.
I knew you weren't a natural redhead.
No, let's get some water. It'll wash out. It'll be red when I wash out the poop.
What does that even mean?
It's not off to a good start.
So season 2, episode 4, Daughter of the Night. Blood is, blood was, blood shall ever be.
Where's Matt?
Did you hear? Aes Sedai age slower than normal people.
I heard that.
That old lady?
Yeah.
That old lady is Moiraine's younger sister.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking painting.
Yeah. The thing they wasted 48 minutes of screen time on that they already basically pounded us over the head with Liandrin and her son. Yeah.
So what I'm getting out of this is Rafe's homophobic dad left Liandrin, Rafe's mom, for a much, much younger, prettier Mormon woman because he hated his gay son. Or he was so homophobic. I don't know. I'm saying. I don't know. It's just a theory. I have no basis in reality. I'm just throwing it out there.
I really like this sitcom we're writing for Rafe Judkins' life.
Dude, I got more. There's so many times when I'm just like, why? We'll get going and then Liandrin screeching fucking halt. And it makes me want to punch myself in the fucking genitals. My favorite NPC of the first one is going to be the Black Warder that has one line to Nynaeve like, hey, you might be choosing a warder pretty soon. And she's just like, hey, I'm so glad we wasted 30 seconds on that fucking screenshot.
It's so... That's one of those scenes where you either need to do more and you need to have like 8 dudes right there, or you need to have less and just skip it and move on.
And it's like the whole thing is a vessel for her to like start following Liandrin, I think.
Yeah.
Of the, you don't need that. Just have her come across her looking shady in the halls, and then she follows her. You don't need that 30 seconds leading up to it at fucking all.
She can just be leaning in, watching the warders when.
Yeah, she could be watching the warders, and then he gives her a glance, and she takes off. Yeah, exactly. Where's Matt?
I never. Oh, do you know?
Getting fucking set up by men.
I think he's eating ass in the Aiel waste.
He's just getting fucking Strung along by men. It's all fucking set up. Too bad it only takes
is he
you 3
still getting
episodes to
strung
figure it out.
along by her in episode 4?
Yeah. Well, we don't
Oh.
see it, but yeah. They're on their way to
That's right.
Cairhien, whatever.
She's not pulling him along as much as she's pushing him along at this point.
Yeah. Did you have an NPC?
I'm getting there. I'm going to go ahead and just go through everything in order here. Do my notes that. I love on Nynaeve's sleeve. I never noticed the every color is on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Is that canon or is that
sort of? It's on the hem of the dress, but
okay.
Seeing as how people probably wouldn't look at the hem of the dress, that's probably fine.
That's cool. I really like that.
No, that's a good designation. We get the beginning of this episode and it's like, Ishamael releasing land fear. Why? You don't need it. They don't release each other. They don't help each other out really. I know we're trying to cause drama, but it's a super dark, wasted scene of nothing.
Yeah.
It has him, I think, chanting the blood calls blood thing in the old tongue or something like that. I don't care. Whatever. Anyways, he's saying some bullshit.
I mean, I guess it's to the theory that he's going to unlock at least 3 more figures.
Yeah.
This gives us that basis to. So
but
next time he does it, we're not like, what?
Yeah, but then you get the scene of them in the dream where he seems to have the other seals in the room with him.
Oh, that isn't a dream, isn't it?
So why did he have to go to this broken clock type of thing to get her out? Like, were all the seals there too?
Well, maybe he knew he wanted to release her. So when he got to hers, he just released her, and everyone else he took back to his back.
Well, hers was obviously a big one on the floor, like his was, and then he has the ones in the dream that are kind of like tombstones that are like yay tall.
Right. I mean, he can figure.
I guess just maybe spend some time explaining that instead of what fucking Liandrin's dead son. So,
I say skip. I say skip it all. I think we need like a Bollywood style dance off for at least 25 minutes.
It would probably be as entertaining as these last 2 episodes, to be honest.
Where does the third one go now?
Third one, what?
Where does the third one go now?
It's been a long time since you've bought another wherever you need it to.
Where does it go? Where does it go now?
I mean, all 3 are open, so she was just
do you not remember her saying that one of them says that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You put it wherever you want. Like I said, she's just sitting at the table. They're all unoccupied, so wherever you like right now.
Just as like
can be number 1 right now.
Just as like the third one, that's easy. You got to get to 4 or 5 before it gets.
Yeah, you got to get 4 or 5. The first 3 are, first come, first serve on that one, or if someone has a preference.
I got holes and hands and monkey toes, so bring it on. Fucking 3. I got 3. Oh, I love Moiraine's pre-rolls in her bedroom.
Yeah, her little blunts, dude. Exactly.
Box full of pre-rolls. That's pretty good. I just realized most of my notes is just the 2 people who are in the scene, and then nothing because there's nothing because none of it matters.
Rand burning down the thing in the night and feeling bad about it, and then they go to the whole contrivance of we need to go to this place in the hills and everything to have a Fade try to attack him.
Stunt cast. Elyas, Ice-T.
Hell yeah.
Ice-T plays Elyas.
A la Surviving the Game.
Yeah, absolutely. It sucks that the 2 people who I don't like, and it's not their fault, are together all the time. I don't like Elyas and I don't like Perrin. And it's not Elias' fault.
Yeah, Elyas had potential to be good, but he's just so wooden,
Yeah.
And I think that's directing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
or lack of directing, or him just
right.
I'm going to do this.
I want you to play it this way. And they're like, oh, nailed it. You're like,
yeah. Rafe's like, I'm not going to say anything. It's like, maybe you should say something. Or ask the canon lady.
Dude, apparently she dropped the fucking ball, dude. I, had high hopes for her, but Jesus Christ. I think she was just there as like, oh, see, we got this. I don't think they listened to her a whole lot. I think she was like, that could work. And then seeing the finished product, she was probably just like cringing,
Well, and he probably got out of everything because he's like, well, I'm going to change something later that will make this make sense. And what's she going to do?
Are you guys homophobic? Like, okay, fine.
Yeah, what's she going to do? Be like, oh, well, now you have to change everything because, that's all you have to do is say, well, in season 6, it'll make sense. Okay.
Yeah, but to your point, where does the third one go? The stuff with her family, the jokes, land peeing was the best part of that whole thing. It's pointless screen time for nothing for them to find what the poem, and I still don't get they're trying to create drama that he's hiding something, right?
Yeah.
And that it's the Dragon Reborn, but they fail miserably because it's not even believable that they think he's a dark friend. It's like, it's kind of like, what the fuck, man? Like, you tried to like, I don't even know what to compare it to, dude. It's like,
bro,
you tried to fuck that chick I dated one night in college. Like, yeah, I didn't know you guys were. I didn't know it was a thing. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like
didn't know how to share everything with you.
Someone took a bad Three's Company episode script and a bad Scooby-Doo episode script and mixed them together, and you got this fucking I didn't like. I have it written down a couple times. I keep saying back at the village, back at the village, back at the village. That's what I call their little because I think they're traveling, but they don't really show them traveling. The Aes Sedai and the Warriors, are they traveling?
Yeah, they're like at Alanna's family, and then they take off and kind of ambush Lan in the next episode or whatever. Kind of like, hey,
are they? Did they say we're going back to the White Tower? And then
I think so. I'm not sure exactly. They're gonna go somewhere. I fucking.
Is anybody fucking in the tent, or are they just throwing their voices?
I think that they're. I think she's doing something with the power to make it sound like they're in the tent. Like she might be in there throwing their voices, but then obviously they're around waiting for him to leave.
Sorry. But, anyways, I found
that's way ahead, but
their bullshit just as boring as.
Oh yeah, it was totally waste of time.
Moiraine's sister. It was just like every time they cut back, it was like, oh fuck this again.
I have a big note. It says, we get it. She doesn't age. What is it? Alanna mentions like the Moiraine changing about 20 years ago. Well, we know what that was. It was the foretelling, but it's just one line. There's no extrapolation. There's no of her pondering what it could be. Obviously, they're thinking that maybe they're hidden dark friends, but it's too subtle. People won't get it, you get a name drop of someone called Katsuan Sedai, who's very important in the books, but obviously doesn't matter in this fucking show. So it's like, I think that's Rafe's idea. Like, oh, fan service. No, that's not. That's an Easter egg. And it's not even a good one.
My NPC, who kind of turned out not to be, or sounds like he was going to turn out to not be an NPC. The guard who shrugs at Moiraine.
Yeah.
At the Foregate, who ends up being her sister's
like retainer or whatever.
Yeah.
So that, and then just the Moiraine and the Logain thing is contrived, but at least it moves the story kind of forward a little bit. Like we realize that she sent Logain here and in the hopes that's a long shot. I'm going to send Logain here in the hopes that Rand will find you and somehow be taught by you. Like that's like, all right, Des, I'm going to buy you this car someday, maybe. And if you ever find it, you can have the keys. It's like, what?
Yeah. Hey,
like
Des,
no hints, no clue, no scavenger hunt. Like,
yeah. Hey, Des, there's some weed. I think I left it in Belize.
I buried this treasure, bro. Someday, if you find it, it's yours,
dude. Okay. We were driving. Where are we driving back from? Somewhere in like kind of near the coast, west of Sacramento, like kind of up in California. West of Sacramento. Anyways, totally past the brick fence that Andy Dufresne hid his treasure underneath. Where Red from
like going up the coast. north
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, totally like that. And there was
Nice.
a brick fence just like that and a tree lifted up. And I was like, oh, there it is. I bet there's a fucking 10 right under there, right
That's
by those
sick.
roots.
That's cool.
Go to Ziwatanejo.
We should just go check, just for
you never know.
just to say, never know what could happen, dude. I forgot actually that everyone thinks Rand is dead because the show focuses on him so little.
Yeah.
I forget until like somebody says it or something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Everyone thinks Rand is dead. Like even
not Matt, because Matt doesn't know.
Well, not Matt, but even Lan, I think, thinks he's dead, right?
Yeah.
Or no. I think he knows because
by now you're
beginning
right.
of the season. Well, at the beginning of the season, him and Moiraine are together, so I'm assuming he knows. But we don't ever get that. It would be important to know if he did know, because I think that would add to his secrecy a little bit more. He must know because he says, "Oh, we found the dragon reborn." If he was dead, or if he thought he was dead, he probably wouldn't even be bringing it up, right? It wouldn't probably be such a secret. He'd be like, "Well, we thought we found the dragon, but he died when he let Ishamael loose." So, you want to talk about it?
Yeah,
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Dragon Reborn's dead. So
sicker than corny hats than sweatsuits. Let's talk about it.
You want to know something? The Elyas and Perrin scene, even though they're bad actors, that's a good scene. It does. I mean, it's a good enough scene. It moves the story along.
Who's?
You get Elyas and Perrin when Hopper's right there, when he's kind of introducing the Hopper and he's telling him a little bit about the
well, I mean,
stuff.
Hopper is the best actor in this.
Well, yeah, of course I liked it. There's a dog in it. Yeah.
Well,
my boy.
Oh, Hopper.
Just the whole Bond masking, the white cloaks, a lot of this stuff that happens. It's a pointless waste of screen time again. Just so much of it. Like these two episodes, especially, could have been like the first ones were okay, not like the worst. But then if you would have really smashed these two episodes, it would have made, I think, a big difference in the season. These two episodes really shit the bed. Like I was so bummed out and exhausted, I went and slept after both of them. I was like, fucking him. I literally went and took 3-hour naps after them because it was that painful to watch an hour of television.
I'm not sorry. I went off on my my flooding story, but yeah. So basically, this is what I did for like 5 to 6 hours, was just watch this show and go pump it. And so like
you're already in a shit mood. You're just like fuck.
So and at that time it's like, well, I don't want to fucking watch this tomorrow. Like last thing I want to do is wake up tomorrow and be like,
this was probably Rick Judkins' house. Took big shits, and that's why it's fucked.
But it's well, and
I hate it here.
You want to do yourself a fucking favor. Like if ever there were 2 episodes that could have been 1, it's 4 and 5. Or maybe 5 and 6. I don't know. Either way,
just added so much more.
These 3 episodes could have been 2 episodes.
Traveling, low budget, traveling shots of 1 or 2 people in a scene having very poignant conversations, moving the story forward. The moments that you get that are good in these ones, Elyas and Perrin, Verin and Moiraine. Verin and Moiraine, they had that conversation on the hilltop. That might have been last episode. But they're all, those are the things that really were good in this season. You have one with Verin talking to Shiriam about where are the girls at? And, there's this, she seems confused. All of the things that are kind of one-on-one, smaller, low-budget scenes, a couple people in a room or on the road, not a lot of fucking shit going on, not a lot of CGI. It's decently written. It's well acted. It moves the story forward. We could have had a lot more of that in these episodes with them traveling like the story of the Great Hunt to get to Falme to find the fucking Horn of Valyr. That was the story. And this has nothing to do with any of that. And I get it that it doesn't have to be, it's an adaptation, but it should have the same goal. You're trying to get to the Horn of Valyr and you're trying to find it. You're not just fucking around in the White Tower or going to find Logain or what the fuck ever. I'm going to ditch my warder. Like, you guys are supposed to be on the same page. They could be all over the world. They need to be converging on the same point. And they do eventually, but it doesn't make fucking sense how everybody gets there at all.
Fuck this, sister. Free up. You easily can free up half an episode to an episode and have someone travel with Bail Doman. He's already in the season. You've already got him. it costs a little bit of money to put people on the boat. After that, they're just Elayne and Nynaeve are just in the hull of the boat, of Bail Doman's boat.
Yeah, and there's you get that whole scene with, you could have done that with Moiraine and Nynaeve instead of Siuan, where we've listened to it on the show, where they have their little moment of training in the boat and where Nynaeve slams her up against the wall like she does to Liandrin and stuff like that. You could have had that in a boat while they're traveling. And, you get some really good moments with Nynaeve and Elayne in this last episode together, kind of bonding. And the chick who plays Elayne, I think, is really good, by the way. I think she's a good actress.
Yeah,
she
she's
nails
awesome.
the character. I really noticed it in episode 6. I just watched her performance, the way she moved when she was fucking with the ter'angreals. It's obvious, one of the things in the books is Elayne has an affinity for ter'angreals, especially she can identify them. She ends up being able to make them. So the fact that she seems to get more out of it than the yellow Aes Sedai, or which I'm blanking on her name right now for whatever reason. Her warder's name is Busan, something like that.
Basan, Basan, I think.
Basan, he's a badass. He's that's not doing him justice by fucking making fun of his name, but there's some stuff towards the end in there that was really good with Nynaeve and Elayne, and you see Elaine's natural affinity for the power immediately. She seems to be more comfortable and know something more about this thing in her hand than a seasoned Aes Sedai does. You know what I mean? Even though the Aes Sedai really realizes how serious this is and how much of a big deal this is, Elayne looks at it from the technical aspect and realizes what it is, from just as soon as she touches it almost, which I thought those are the best parts of these last 3 episodes. Those are the things where they really succeeded, not a lot of the other crap.
Justin,
what do you season your Aes Sedai with?
Great question.
Sorry, I'm looking up. I'm preoccupied because I'm looking up Elayne because she's got to be doing. She's just one of those.
If Elayne was my Aes Sedai, I'd probably some fucking strawberry jelly.
Whoa!
maybe plum jam, right up her ass.
Some extra crunchy peanut butter.
I'm not usually into gingers, but she's a cutie pie.
Smear that on her butt crack.
Easy. Whoa.
Got too much butt crack going on.
Yeah, dude, I think
we're
Sierra.
Been a while. Crack of dawn. Better been around. Sierra Coveney. Crack of dawn. Better be careful around me. Sierra Coveney, I think is her name.
Sierra Coveney. She's not working on anything yet. Come on, get her on something.
It's probably ruined her fucking career. Hey, sing this little ditty in the last couple episodes. They're like, ban her right fucking now.
Your
Go back
career's
to
over.
Go back to stage acting.
She did feel bad. She'll be back. She's good. She's good.
And Rand does kind of convey for the first time in the whole series, and even though Lanfear doesn't react appropriately, I mean, kind of, but not really, when he's like, I'm sorry, when he channels in front of her for the first time and stuff, and he's like, you can really see how horrified he is that someone he cares about, that he's trying to not let know this, secret, is really, he's like, I didn't mean to. It's like a little kid that breaks, something or something like that, breaks grandma's ashes or something. It's like he conveys that this is a bad thing. And that's one of the first times, and it's only a short moment, but it is captured, I think, in his little acting moment or whatever. So, then go ahead.
Hey, Rand, we got a big day today. We're gonna need you to act. Can you do that for us?
I got a joke for the last episode, trust me. And then they're about to have some BDSM sex because she's about. I think she's about. I mean, it seems like she's about to reveal that she is a Forsaken as well, and then she gets fucking stabbed in the throat by Moiraine, and then Rand's mad. He's like, "Mom, I was just gonna get some ass," and then are you using a True Power condom?
Why, Senator, are they sleeping 20
outside?
yards? Yes.
It's romantic, Desmond. You don't want to fuck with all the bugs, dude?
They're not, though. That's the thing. If they were fucking...
They're waiting for the half man to show up so there's no danger and he can actually kill it and save her. It's a setup.
Oh.
She does it, I think, so that he has to channel in front of her, and he can't just be like, it was an accident. Like she has to see him channel so he can acknowledge that she sees him channel, and then she can share her secret. I think the whole thing's just a fucking setup, which, you know, I'm sure you went to prom with a girl, Rafe. It's all a setup. You'll make your father happy. Just take your friend Sarah to prom. You'll make your father happy, and it'll be, just okay.
I don't think this show is very good.
Shut up. I know, dude. God. Also, huge continuity thing. She gets killed, and like going to the next episode, and maybe it's, and they would have done well to clarify this. Maybe it's the Dark One puppeteering her to heal her, but they make it canon in the show. Aes Sedai can't heal themselves, or channelers can't heal themselves, but apparently fucking Forsaken can with the true power. And I hate that because that's still not a thing. And like I said, maybe it's the Dark One taking control of her, like, and puppet mastering her and just making her live again. And that's just the easiest way to visually represent it on screen. But they should make her I would have been dead if it wasn't for, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have the Forsaken work together and then they don't want to say, well, the Dark One saved me with the true power and now I have access to it. You can't be like, yeah, we're going to keep secrets or not, or maybe, or I don't know. Like you don't have enough rope to do that. You need to just make a choice and go with it. And like, I think some of the biggest problems for me, even though it's not a great show, is the continuity stuff and the canon stuff that they just fucking blow. And that people, including myself, reach so hard to try to justify and fucking make sense, because I'm like, well, they'll make it make sense later.
Yeah.
Even if we would have got episodes. I don't think so. That brings us into the next episode. But you got anything else?
I only have the guy by the front gate, his name is Celestine. That's what we learned from Moraine's sister later. My NPC.
His name is Celestine, like the prophecy, like the book.
Yeah, clever. Get it?
That's stupid.
Hey, Justin, do you fucking get it?
This book meant a lot to me when I was a kid, when I was going through my hard times.
Oh, and then my other NPC was the cabin that they were sleeping outside of.
My NPC for the next one is the fucking horse that Moiraine fucking slaughters. And you know what? That's like us. We're going to beat that dead horse of this show until we're done with the third season. It's a very good metaphor. Hey, Moiraine, thanks for killing that horse. We're going to keep beating it for another fucking 10 episodes or so.
We're going to get a few more miles out of it. I think I might have a...
Or the guy that fucking Lanfear head popped, which is like, again, unnecessary. Like, you know what I mean? She could have just like compelled him to forget he ever saw her. Or like, let's use a fucking like Freddy Krueger trope that's, fucking 25 years old, because it'll be creepy. It's like, kinda, but so many of the characters, they just got their
whole motivation.
Their motivations are just fucking wrong. If you wanted to show her in a jealous rage right away, like, and just have her start fucking torturing Egwene the second that they show up in that dream, because Rand's like, I want to check on her. Well, there are times when anytime Rand even mentions another girl, Lanfear loses her fucking shit. And they kind of lean into that into the show. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I'll take you to see your ex-girlfriend. And we're like,
yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Liandrin, I'm fine with Liandrin being that vicious. Oh, no, that's Celine. That's
Lanfear. Yeah.
I'm even more okay with her being that vicious. I can go get him. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. I guess. It's whatever.
Because they definitely, like, for the bad guy, like, they're not going to have as many bad guys in the show as they are in the book. So, like, every bad guy's got to be, like, 4 bad guys. So you got to be, like, really bad.
But, like, yeah.
You can't...
The Forsaken were not, like, like there were certain Forsaken that were overly cruel that way, but even then it was more of a manipulation mindfuckery combined with the kind of horrific acts, and you just don't have enough time to show that in a way. So do something simple that conveys it, but you don't have to like overthink it.
Yeah,
I think, you know what I mean?
or just skip the whole chain. Like we don't have to like. Well, no, I guess they got to set up.
Also,
They gotta set up
traveling.
geography.
She could fucking travel anywhere. She could travel to Tarvalin or outside of it and be fucking waiting for them. You know, and like that's another thing. Like, I get it that we haven't really covered traveling just yet, but you just have her fucking disappear in a fucking like apparating and then be like, people be like, what the fuck was that? You know, I think sometimes less is more in this kind of stuff, and the stuff that they try to do more on just failed miserably. Ooh, I got a good NPC for this. Another good NPC for this.
You also said moron.
Moron. You're gonna like this, though.
All right.
I think.
Give it to me.
Liandrin's jawline.
Oh no, that I've looked at the credits. That jawline is credited. That is a
No, it is
insured.
That's been a fucking as well paid as a fucking. I don't know.
That jawline gets points on the back end because people just watch those scenes over and over and
Merchandising. Bro, you know what? I've been looking for one. I can't find it. It's a Liandrin's jaw sex toy.
Oh God, I'm done. Hey, look, I finished. I didn't even start yet.
Shit. The last couple weeks at work have been so weird. Like I had a guy, I said something about Temu, and he's like, "I bought a pocket pussy on there. It doesn't even work." And I was like, "I think you should probably not share that in public."
Just out loud.
You know, I'm just like, wow, okay. Just this last couple weeks have been a lot of know-it-all douchebags, and they're like, "Hey, I want some of this," and you're like, "Well, try this," and they're like, "No, not that." I'm like, "Okay, well, which one did you want then? Because I'm not gonna waste my time trying to and thoughtfully for you.
Give me the good stuff. That's not good. Well, then tell me.
I wanted to pay $6. Well, that's not good. Sorry.
That's good.
Matt, what is Matt doing? He is in fucking Tarvalin tickling his butthole and getting set up still for another episode that we don't see him. You know, that was another thing. You would think. So you lost Matt at the end of last season, had 2 whole episodes out without him, right?
Yeah.
7 and 8?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you write the fuck out of your new actor at least into a couple of scenes every single episode to re-establish Matt often and who he is as this new actor? It doesn't have to be a lot, because he does have a couple of good ones in, you know, even short scenes when he's like does this, when he's locked up and stuff. Just a couple of things, him in a bar, him gambling, him throwing dice, losing, winning, carousing, whatever. It doesn't have to be long. Fucking 90 seconds. I bet you could have found time for it. You know what? Could have cut out fucking Liandrin's fucking son and had, you know, you could even have Liandrin leaving the palace, Nynaeve going and hanging left down a street, and then you see Matt gambling in a fucking inn on the corner, and then we flash to Matt. 30 seconds, 90 seconds, having fun, blah, 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 back to Nynaeve. And you're there. You just get a little bit of Matt. You get to fill out his character. You get to see Donald Finn as Matt. You kind of forget about Barney a little bit. You establish it's him going forward. Why would you lean into that?
Process that you're painting helps dipshits like me remember that they're in the same fucking city.
Right.
Like, how many times did I ask the first time we watched this? Are they in the same fucking city?
Right, dude. Continuity failures abound. And I think that's one of the things that makes the story fragmented. And like I said, every time it starts to pick up steam, Liandrin fucking screeches it to a fucking halt. I've started to notice that, dude, this season. Like when it starts to pick up steam and then it crashes to a halt, it's fucking Liandrin every time.
Really? It's not,
dude. I've watched like 3 or 4 of them where it's just like, okay, this is gonna good, and then Liandrin, and I'm like, even like the good Liandrin stuff, when she like grabs the girls, like all of that, like that's the best she's had in the entire series, and everything outside of that is grinding it to a halt.
I was gonna say maybe. Well, I was gonna say
I was going to say a lot of things. I was going to say maybe she's the big bad, but no, she probably isn't the big bad. But maybe she's such a big bad that she wants to like be the big bad, above. Because I was like, why did she untie Nynaeve? And is that because she's secretly not as bad as she is, or she's so bad she wants help taking out the Seanchan, so then she can be real.
Yeah, that's just her being petty and shitty. She's like, "Fuck you, I'm not gonna help you. Hopefully, these girls will kill you."
So back to my original question then was, would you be so upset if she turned out to be like number 3 bad?
In what way? Like, does she turn out to be a Forsaken?
Like, I don't know. Like, there's Ishamael. I think I have this question somewhere. Who's above Ishamael?
No one. The dark one.
Who's the dark one?
Just an entity. The creator of chaos.
All right, shut it down.
The dark one is the evil in all humans' minds.
And is there an opposite? Is there an equal?
The creator. Yeah.
Rand
is the closest thing to creator walking the earth, and Ishamael is the closest thing walking to the dark one walking on earth, basically.
Because Ishamael keeps talking to Landfear, and I feel like maybe even Min, but probably not Min, about
he does talk to Min, but
about like the dark one being upset if he doesn't follow through with his plans. But the dark one isn't anything. Like, this is all Ishamael is the biggest bad that exists, right?
Yes and no, and I think that's their attempt at trying to be, for the first couple of books, Ishamael presents himself as the Dark One because he's fucking insane. And then some shit happens and the Dark One is starting to break free and touch the world slightly more directly. And then you realize that Ishamael's just his he's the biggest bad, but he's also like been recruiting and laying groundwork for the Dark One for years and years. And all of a sudden they're all kind of coming out of the woodworks. So I think that's their attempt at kind of showing his insanity, that he's the Dark One, but he's really not. And it's very poorly done and fumbled. Winston, shh. Desmond's so upset.
I picked the wrong week to do the opposite of quitting weed.
Right. I know you're like,
that's what I need. I need a Dr. Pepper.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'll kind of try to get us back.
Keep talking. I can hear you. Oh, let me just catch up. The nail chop.
Yeah.
Is that what you were gonna say?
No, not at all. I was laughing because go ahead.
So yeah, definitely. Because I think we've always talked like, is it nail? Is it not nail? Did we ever solve that? Because I think I solved it.
So they do have like little bracers on their nail because they get so long, but it is a nail. Yeah. And that's like two of their markings of like the high nobility is their nails are long, and then like the sides of their heads are shaved or whatever.
Because this is the first time
they'll get commanded to not shave their head if they're like in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Because that's what I caught this time. I didn't catch before. Is you can rejoin the council when your nails
you're presentable or whatever. Yeah.
When
so it's like you're like yeah.
Which is hilarious because it's like, well, wouldn't I just be unfit for office? Like, what does this have to do?
Right.
How fit for office?
That's where your power is, bro. Yeah. Like the dude in fucking what is it? Big Trouble Little China.
I can pick my nose. Oh yeah.
That won't be good for ass play. It's going to be scratchy.
And why is that not good for ass play?
It seems like it would hurt. There's another fan cast where you could cast Sinead O'Connor as the High Lady Suroth.
Oh, I get down with that.
That's another thing. They had a really weird kind of like slurry accent from the Seanchan. If you ever listen to the audiobooks and the Seanchan speaking, and they sound like they're from Texas or something. It's not great. the Seanchan, they have this kind of like slurring, kind of like slow drawl, and they try to make it like a southern drawl, and it's not. It doesn't work out. Let's just say that. They do look really legit, the Seanchan, and their pageantry and their armor and everything. Like that's pretty legit, even though it's a little different than the books. It still is, menacing and pretty cool. First of all, is Ingtar going to become a Soldam because his makeup looks like he's on the way? Like it's serious, bro. He looks like
I vote for yes.
He is. Looks like he's fucking the fucking basis in Culture Club. And do you
Justin
really want to hurt me?
He's heating up.
He's heating up. Getting drunk. The fingernail stuff is just totally fucking ridiculous. It makes me laugh. It's like he had to sit still for that makeup job. Like
yeah.
As an actor, okay. As a character, sit here and we're gonna put makeup on you, doll. Fuck off, dude. I guess technically the Damane could have made him sit down, but like it's like, was he just like, okay, make me beautiful? Like it's just like he's a warrior, maybe like dress him up in like really fancy gold armor that's not like necessarily effective for battle, but or it just the fancy pajamas, bro, and then like Loial looking like he's just
it's funny how these shows always revert to a time when
go ahead. Sorry.
Revert to a time when we wore too many clothes, like back to the colonial days, and we wore 18 layers and wigs and shit. It's like, where's the fantasy world? It's like, let's just keep it simple. We're good.
And what is their purpose? Like they're slaves, kind of, but like, and they do have things called like Dakovel, which are like scantily clad like servants, but usually they are. I guess some of them are kind of taken as slaves, but most of them are raised like to be servants of the high blood. Like that's their station. That that's their family station. You know what I mean? Like it's something that's kind of not necessarily generational, but caste-ish type of thing.
Yeah.
And so you're just like, we're gonna do this with these guys, and then they all just kind of stand around and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like they don't do anything. Well, Loial like fucking comes at a tree or something, and then he's embarrassed about it. He's like, I showed my vulnerability.
They liked it. They liked it, but then they teased it.
I feel weird. Like he literally walks off like he got his fucking balls jangled around. Like,
and then they jumped right into a conversation.
Altar boy, God damn it.
Oh.
I just have a note. Like, Pot and Fane shows up. What would have been great is like a little bit more chasing him, other than that first episode with Perrin and those guys. You could have had the Seanchan scene show up in episode 5 instead of episode 2, and had them, do the majority of their story and getting almost to Falme and then getting caught by the Seanchan, like that. And you could have done so many more meaningful things before then to set things up. What did I say? Oh yeah, I like I said, obviously I love Hopper. I'm already dreading him dying. I already started to cry about him. Like,
he doesn't make it through this season, does he?
Nah.
Jesus
Christ. In the books, he comes back as his like spirit guide.
Right.
What's really heartbreaking is when like his spirit guide gets killed like forever, no reincarnation. Like that's when it's fucking fuck you, Robert Jordan. I fucking oof.
No need for that.
Yeah, it's for Perrin's growth. It's how Marcus becomes a better actor.
Wow.
Spoiler alert, he still doesn't shut his mouth. Hopper.
Hop in my mouth.
That's how you got the job.
Also, Rafe,
you don't need to murder the horse. Just slap the horse on the ass and it will run off into the distance. She won't. They didn't take the horses and go to Tarvalon anyway. So the lady could have taken all the horses with her. She took the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you couldn't lead a fourth horse, or a third horse behind you? Nope. Got to murder it. 100%. Got to sell this fucking act, this terrible act. Also, I hope they had stunt doubles on that runaway because that little slide down the hill is an ankle breaker. When Rand and Moiraine are running away, like sliding down that hill, like in the dark, I'm like, that seems like insurance going to go way through the roof for that screen if someone fucking breaks their ankle, bro.
You know what? I had the X-ray turned on where it'll tell you what actors are on screen at any given time. And during that scene where the horses are just right in the dark, no actors show up on the screen. And I thought something was wrong because I had forgotten that they were decoys. So I was just like, that's
hey,
kind of...
they wouldn't want to give anything about this shitty show away, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hey, someone at Amazon was paying attention. Someone in Brazil must be at the wheel giving a shit.
Right. Dude, also, Des, I thought about you too. The fucking, we have to go bury our buddy trope.
Oh.
I swear to God. It's not even a zombie movie, dude.
Yeah, no.
It's just like, are you fucking kidding me? They didn't even bury his body. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And I mean, technically, he assumes that the Seanchan are gone, so he's just going to go do it, I guess. But, and I guess they needed a vehicle for him to go meet Avienda, who also was terrible casting. It's a really dope fight scene, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I love Dane, too. Attack! Everyone attack at once, or she'll have you. I'm going to sit back here with my fucking axe and watch you guys die. That's bad leadership, brother. That's right. Bad leadership.
Does Avienda leave her veil down?
No, she picks it up.
She puts it up? Okay.
Yeah, because Perrin kind of pushes her behind her and she goes,
That's right. That's right.
No. Which is awesome because I feel like that's exactly how I'm thinking, oh, that's cute. Hold my fucking beer, buddy. And then bails her face, basically. So that was a good scene. I feel like that was legit. That was one of the things that they fucking nailed. I think was really good. And also funny because go get her all at once. I'm going to hang out back here, though. And it's like I felt that was a great scene. Also, like maybe unintentionally funny, but hilarious at the end, too. But also good fight scene. Good choreography, good fight scene.
It's a good, well, just to set up her just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but the way she laughed at him, like, that's cute.
Dude, just to set this up real quick, Kelly's parents are 75, and it's so funny. They've adopted the term "hold my beer." Like if we're at a restaurant or something and they see something across the room they don't like, they'll just look at the other one and just be like, "Honey, hold my beer." This is so
I'm not sure this guy would. Do they don't even use it right, or are they like, I'm going to show this guy? Are they using it in the wrong context? Or
no, they're using it right. Like they're going to go over and punch somebody for being not cool.
Usually that's it's more of like I'm going to embarrass myself more, but it works either way.
Yeah, some attention is going to get shifted.
Exactly. Dude, Jesus Christ. We get to see Cho Chang, which is nice. He obviously graduated from Hogwarts and chose the Brown Ajah. Which is cool. I don't know how that works, but
I just forget, especially in fantasy shows. I think it's important. I mean, it doesn't matter in this show because this show's terrible and it doesn't exist anymore. But who knows what? And this is the first time I think I really thought about the fact that Rand doesn't know that the Dark One has been released until now. Until Moiraine rescues him and tells him that the Dark One's been released.
That's right. He says, you released his strongest lieutenant or whatever.
And he's like, what? Like he was just kind of laying low.
I guess that makes a little sense while he's just laying low because he thinks shit's good and his friends don't need him. I guess that
he kicked ass.
It doesn't make the show any better. It's just
no.
It's like, but remind us of that before episode 5.
Yeah.
Give us a fucking scroll at the beginning of the fucking episode if you got to.
Well, they give
Star Wars with it.
The recap is usually pretty good about telling you what you need to see from,
I guess,
whether it's 2 episodes ago. That's why I always watch the recap because sometimes they show you something from a season ago that you need. Yeah,
that's going to be relevant this episode or whatever.
Yeah.
What so many things I'm like upon rewatch it just makes me think of like when Verin shows up with her sister's like alcohol that she brewed, and it's like the first time that Rafe like had a slumber party with his two best girlfriends and they could gossip about boys all night, and they stole their mom's Chardonnay, and they're just like, oh my God, gossip, yeah. And it's like, bro, like I feel like let's make this scene fit, 'cause this was a really big moment for me.
Yeah.
And I know that's not the case. I know that's just me being a dick, but it's like it has that level of maturity to it that really invalidates a lot of things.
Well, and it is like you see so many things that definitely are that you're like, well, it must all be that. It must all be his experience.
Because it doesn't make sense.
jammed
It's like
into
this
it.
has to be some sort of experience that you've tried to,
Yeah.
make.
Yeah, I would love to go through and figure out who every one of these characters is in his life. There's his mom, his dad. Does he have
His
any
mom,
sisters?
his mom, his mom, his
Does he-
mom, his mom, his dad, his mom, his mom, his mom. Sorry, my bad.
His drunk mom, his
Yeah,
his chiseled chin mom,
his mom's
his
14
sweet,
personality.
his sweet baking mom, his overbearing
What is
mom,
that?
his smart wisdom mom. Oh, definitely his braided mom. Ooh, and dirty feet mom. Can we get dirty feet mom?
Men are evil penetrators, mom.
Me
Ugh.
too, mom. I'm gay.
Yeah.
I'm gay, so not me. Just kidding. Hashtag.
I really wish I would wrote it down. It was one of those things that's like it was too hardcore. I was like, because Lanfear is killing Liandrin's son, and Liandrin's like, I should have done it a long time ago or something. It's like, so basically, when your dad killed you, when he said he doesn't like that you're gay, and your mom was like, well, I want to too, but I can't. Something, I don't know. It was something really bad. And I was like, we're gonna flush that. Like it might be kind of funny, but like we don't want to say that, dude. It's too mean. We're gonna go. That's a little too mean.
Next
It's not hateful
note.
anyway. For anyone who's listening, and you're not gonna, it has nothing to do with Rafe being gay. It has Rafe being a terrible showrunner. And
Terrible.
I'm just fucking lowest hanging fruit because a lot of things seem like mommy issues. That's all I'm saying. Everybody's got their thing. That's all. And it's like, it ain't nothing personal.
Hey,
It ain't
everybody.
nothing to do with sexuality.
Hey, you guys. I got daddy issues. Like you want to make me cry, Rafe? Make this exact same show, but flip all the genders. I'm locked in. I'm crying every episode. I'm begging for mercy. Give me my daddy back, please. Sorry. Am I okay?
No, it's I don't know. Are you good? All right. Okay. They throw in the story, very unimportant, about why the Aes Sedai have the three hosts. They gloss over it super quickly. What is it?
Oh, yeah.
They mention the shadow again, or the dark, not the shadow, which makes me fucking crazy. Then Sinead O'Connor talks shit to Ishii, and then he's like, I know why you made your vows to the dark. And then she's like, oh no. And then like, okay, no payoff for that whatsoever. Like, that's annoying. There's just the Perry. Thanks, Perry. Perrin Gall, Avienda Cage. It's like too much, not enough. It's just it's basically the recurring theme of this show. They go too hard where they shouldn't, and they don't go hard enough where they should. Again, the pacing, the fragmented always gets broken up by Liandrin. Like I said, Verin and Shiram's conversation about where's Nynaeve and where's Egwene. That's a really good. It makes you question some things, moves the story along, shows that they don't just not notice that three of the most powerful channelers in 1,000 years just disappeared. You know what I mean? Like they would be very important. They are an asset. They're like a new superhero kid that's going to be super powerful. Dr. Xavier is not going to let him off the fucking, the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. They're going to be confined to the grounds at Hogwarts,
Yeah. I always forget about the compulsion part. I always think that she's lying. And then,
right. Well, and it could be either, but at least you bring it up like it's a fucking thing, It's like you're laying some good groundwork, right?
That's where my favorite NPC is of this episode, season 2, episode 6, is the girl dusting in Sheriam's office. Just
Fair enough.
Just quietly dusting until she gets kicked out. Whatever.
Oh. Fan cast.
Ooh,
2 different
talk to
options.
me.
For the little Aes Sedai, Verin Troyer.
Oh, I'm cool with that. Hey, you want to play with gender? You want to play with gender?
Yeah, let's go. Or I believe there was a porn star back in the day. I think she was a porn star.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't mean you don't mean Verin Troyer. You mean Mini-Me.
Either one. Is it the same guy? No?
Yeah.
The guy who played R2-D2.
I'm just kidding. That's fuck. Tell me about tell me about the little person porn star, and I'll remember.
Hey, well, I think she's a porn star. I don't know. She used to be on this radio show that actually me and Jeremy used to listen to back in the day. I think she was maybe she was an adult dancer. I don't know, but her stage name was Bridget the Midget, and I have no idea what she looks like, but I want her to be the little Aes Sedai. She was in her heyday in like the early 90s, so she's probably Aes Sedai-ish age now. They don't age though, so
I'm gonna say so.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
So that means she'd be like 185.
Yeah, and apparently, like the Browns are spies. We're just gonna go into the keeper's office, who's actually, she's so you got like the Amaranth, the keeper, and then you got like the mistress of novices is like she's pretty high up. You don't just go snooping around her office, but they went all 007 Brown in there and try to get it. Double O UPS.
Brown.
00 Brown.
Glad I wore. Why'd you join the? Why'd you join the Brown Ajah?
You wore the brown pants.
Because I'm always ready. Ready for what? You'll see.
I wore my white pants.
Yeah, you'll see.
Like I said, they could have done a little bit more with that scene. It would have carried a little more weight, but it was still really good. One of the few good parts of this. I don't even address like the Moiraine sister shit because it is fucking useless screen time. Fart.
Moraine's sister fart.
Did she fart?
I did.
Verin catches Liandrin in a lie about the she knows her lie is coming. She's like, oh yeah, they only grow at this certain time of year. Crazy how you'd back up your lie with that. Like you can just see the way she looks at her. She knows she's fucking lying.
I missed that.
It's small, but it's good. It's when she's coming back. It's like Verin has had the conversation with Sheriam to know that the girls are gone, and then Liandrin's gone, and she comes back and she's like, "Oh, where have you been?" She's like, "Oh, in the countryside or whatever," and she's like, "I'm not buying that shit." One of the things I will say too is Liandrin has like a black cloak almost all the time, or it's so dark that it looks black. Same with Sheriam. Her blue robes only look blue when the sunlight catches them. Otherwise, they look black. And I think that would have been telling had we gotten any more. They're both Black Ajah.
Ah.
At least in the books. Ow.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, how you do it? What happened? Dentist. What?
I was just getting a cavity fill, but it was like one of those cavities. Like I got 2 of them in the back. One of them is going to need to be pulled because it should have been crowned a long time ago, and they did a cavity, and now it's decayed. It doesn't hurt or anything. But they're like, I'd get this pulled out before too long, and I'm like, okay, fuck, great.
I had the quickest pit stop at the dentist ever. We just got a new dentist, and this guy, he's like, hey, I want you to come in and do this procedure. I had it done. Because most dentists overlook it because it's if it's not a problem, it's not a problem. If it is a problem, it's a huge problem. Like the way my teeth are shaped, they create this little pocket like right behind, like right on the backside of my teeth. There's just this little pocket that just catches shit, and he's just like he just filled it. And
nice.
So like yeah,
I got a tooth that's chipped that I gotta get fixed too. So
what'd you do? Eating too much sandy ass?
Fucking Lisa did it. I was drinking,
so
flapped the bottle.
Eating too much. God, she's such a bitch. Love you,
Mike,
Lisa.
thanks. Yeah. So almost to the end of this episode. Let's see. Catching or Lie, the World of Dreams conversation. It's like they got their linens on, like they're going to fucking Welcome to Miami and shit. One of the things they don't ever fucking say in the show that they say in the books constantly, anytime they say the Empress, they follow it with "May she live forever." You don't hear that one time in this fucking show, and I think that's a continuity thing that's fucking dumb.
Who's
Do you know what I'm talking about? So, like the Seanchan, if they ever refer to the Empress, they'll say, blah, 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 the Empress, may she live forever, or whatever like that. And it's like, that's one of those things that's super fucking annoying. Just stupid shit like that. I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to go get a shot of whiskey. But the Adam effect is really good when they put it on her neck and then the way they do the camera and everything. I think it's horrifying, and I think it's a really good job. And in the next episode that we're about to talk about, the actress that plays Egwene does a fucking phenomenal job. It's one of the bright spots. She's so good, actually. And it's like, hey, it's episode 5. Rand, let's get that shirt off.
Rand, let's
put you on a wheel.
That shirt off. Hey, Rand, could you spread your arms like kind of like a Da Vinci pose? Yeah, that's good. Just like that. Could you strain a little bit? There you go. That's good. I like that. Just keep it up. Everyone, leave the set for just me and Rand.
And here comes my dark mommy for the BDSM scene. Action.
Mommy.
We got visitors.
Oh, puppy.
Luna. Hi. Yes.
D-O-double-G-Y.
Yes. Okay. No more kissing. Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Because the diggity dog said
yes.
so.
You're a sneaky tongue. Get out. Go on. Go. No, stop trying to bite me. Get out of here. I don't want to bite.
All right.
Luna.
This is the last 15 words of my notes for this episode. You ready? This is my dramatic reading of the last page of notes.
I love it.
Turok. Yeah, get fucked up. This is good shit. And I quote, Turok, Ishamael, Nynaeve, Elayne, Ryma, Batan, Egwene, Turok, Siuan, Rand, and nephew, Moiraine,
nephew? Oh, Barthana. Napt.
Tella, Riyadh, Rand,
hey,
Lanfear,
BDSM mommy,
and darkness once again fell upon the white boy.
Because his BDSM mommy had him strapped to a 7-spoked wheel. Ask Jeremy about it. He'll tell you why 7 spokes is important.
I mean, Rafe needed a whole week to deal with that. Like, he had to show that scene and then continue it a week later because he's just like, I got to go home and talk to mommy about this. I got to deal. This is going to take a while. I got to get my real mommy. I got to get my counselor mommy. I got to get my psychology.
My best friend mommy that told me it was okay to be gay mommy.
I got to get that guy Chad that lets me call him mommy.
I feel like this show would have hit a lot harder 10 years ago with the way he wanted to do it, because not that there still isn't oppression and stuff, but it was a much bigger deal. And I feel like he was going to be like, we're going to do this. And it's like, people have already done it.
Well, yeah, because you're right. Because LGBTQ would have latched onto it whether they gave a fuck about the Wheel of Time or not.
They still tried. And I think even they were kind of like, bro.
Well, they're just like, I got 10 other shows I can support that are down with my lifestyle.
Yeah. Most of the people that love the show are people that have no idea about the books, which doesn't surprise me.
God, talk to me, people. Talk to me. Come on here. Send me emails. I don't know what's my email address anymore. Thanktthelight@gmail. Buttfuck@gmail.com.
I think that's it.
Stick it in your ear. Thanktthelight
gmail.com.
It's Jeremy Gaines.
Sure. Jeremy Gaines says this show isn't very good.
Jeremy Gaines says rather get butt fucked than watch a show at gmail.com.
Jeremy Gaines said, I would rather burn my Bibles and turn to the dark side than rewatch the show.
At this point, I think he'd fucking probably cut off a finger to not have to watch it anymore. So, do you have any NPCs for the last episode?
I had one somewhere in the middle that I think I remembered to mention.
Well, mine is Egwene's cool mask.
Is this episode 5 still?
No, we're going to episode 6.
Oh, episode 6. We'll get to my guy. Yeah, I forget that it takes her until whenever they do like this season on Wheel of Time, I always think she spends like the whole season in that cell. I forget it's just like 3 episodes, but God, it's terrible.
Yeah, not even. I think she gets out. Man. Well, I guess basically 2-3 episodes. Yeah. My NPC is Egwene's cool mask, and then that she gets to wear.
Why? So they have a pacifier in the fully trained Damane. Why wouldn't that be the first thing you shove in their dumb mouth if you want to control them?
Because it wasn't in the books and it makes no fucking sense. It's just meant to be. I don't fucking know.
All right. Cool. As long as we're on the same page. As long as neither one of us knows, I'm cool.
They fucking, because everyone was wearing masks and they fucking CGI'd fucking butt plugs in their mouth so there was a mask. I don't fucking know.
Hey, go like this. Why? Let's see. We'll get it in post. Don't worry, we'll get it in post.
And it's like, yeah, I don't fucking
ready.
It's
action.
Like, I almost feel like it's like ceremonial garb, you know, like we go out, like we gotta. It's like you gotta wear all your fancy shit.
What's with the bras on our heads? Ceremonial,
man.
Ceremonial.
I say fan cast. Rena, you could have cast. Oh, we didn't do fan cast for last episode, bro. I did, but I had one more.
Oh.
Turak could have been, and this isn't a color thing; it's more about a cadence thing and a way they talk thing. Could have been what was his name? Michael, the dude from the Green Mile. Could have been like,
oh yeah,
fight for the light, boss.
Totally, yeah.
Or another one was Shaq.
Oh, Shaq would have been perfect.
Shaq Diesel don't like the shadow.
Diesel, yeah, Vin Diesel. I feel like could have pulled it off.
No, that's his nickname. Shaq Diesel. Shaq Diesel don't like the shadow.
Oh yeah,
Shaq Diesel doesn't like when people talk when they're not supposed to. What are you doing,
babe?
I thought you might have done that. I only cover my camera when I do cocaine. It's fine. No, my fan cast for this one, like Rena could be.
That's why Justin's never on screen.
That's crazy.
Have you ever seen the movie? I half watched. It's one of those movies that I half watched. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to like watch this movie. Running with the Devil.
No, I don't think so.
It's got Nicolas Cage. What's his name? Oh, it's got a bunch of people in it. It's crazy, but it's kind of like it's like you follow this brick of cocaine. Like as you're watching, you're like, why are all these what do these scenes have to do with each other? And it's because you're following this brick of cocaine,
like in a Tarantino-esque fashion.
Yeah, and they're
fragmented and shit. That's cool.
Yeah, and they actually end up kind of like following it backwards, and the end is really stupid and it's awesome. It's all Nicolas Cagey and great.
That's
I do have an NPC early in this I don't know what any of this means actually. It says Liandrin and Son /Landfear NPC Aludrin.
That's her son's name.
Who? Oh, okay.
But basically an NPC. He don't say shit.
Yeah.
As a death rattle, basically.
What? Is he in this episode? Or am I late?
Yeah, I think they maybe.
It might be a late one from the last episode.
Yeah, I think that's late from the last episode, probably.
I did a bad job, you guys. Hey, you guys, this show might not be very good.
The pod or the show? Both. I'm just kidding.
But this is where I have Loial singing. That's not this episode. Oh yeah,
it is. It's the 6th episode. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I was gonna say my fan cast for this episode for Rena could be either Sting or The Undertaker because of the fucking like choke slam and the makeup at the end. But for real, Courtney Love as Rena. Just full heroin makeup days and just you can't hurt me.
Just definitely L7 like a square B.
I didn't kill him. Yeah, you did. Oh, sorry. No, this episode was really good though. Like I said, I didn't take a lot of notes in this episode because you get all the stuff with Rena and Egwene. Like Egwene does the gal who does, I'm trying to blank on her name. She does a great job.
She's
acting
awesome
in this. Rena is sufficiently like scary and like really watching her facial expressions, how she's
Zila and Madeline.
Zila, she's playing. I think it's actually they. I think it's they.
Yeah.
But they do a good job conveying like, oh, is Rena being kind right now? Almost like trying to like bond, and then like you see it, like cuts back, and Rena says like, "Oh, it's a pretty name. I could let you keep it," and then kind of goes like off to the side, like kind of like, like it's a great name for a fucking pig who rolls in the mud or something. I mean, like just it's really thrown away. Their scenes are great, really, really great. Okay written. There's not a ton of dialogue, but the dialogue is fucking hardcore. It's really intense. It's just really intense. Those scenes are great. The stuff with the Atom is hardcore, like her trying to get it off. How she looks by the end, her like eyes are all fucking bloodshot from straining and not drinking water, and like it's all that's really, really, really good. Get another like sexy dream scene that is, where you see the other seals or whatever, and they have a little conversation that doesn't mean a whole lot. What you do get out of it, there could have been, there's like a quip. There's like, oh, the boys couldn't follow a plan if they were under compulsion, and Moghedon's insane and stuff. And it's like, there's plenty of ways to get that expo dump. You didn't need to have some weird fucking scene. You could do that at a post-credit scene for 30 seconds. Lots of shit.
Anything else?
I think scenes like that go really well in post-credit scenes because they can stand alone and they'll hit at the end of an episode. If it's related to that episode, we're going to the next episode much, much better. It's like when Moiraine and like Lanfear, they're like, it's like two girls like shit talking the boy they want's ex. They're like, the guy, like that's what it's really like brought down to. And like I said, that's when you really see the maturity level of things. And to be fair, I don't know if Rafe is responsible for all of that, but seeing as how it's a constant through the entire show, I gotta think that he at the very least okayed some of that shit. But the tone of it is just wrong.
Being a man that didn't read these books until he's 45, it's pretty adolescent.
I get that. You don't need to make it more adolescent.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's adolescent in a way that
you can make them naive without making them adolescent.
Yeah, either sex it up completely and cut heads off like Game of Thrones, or keep it in that vein that it was written.
Yeah.
And allude to things. You can allude to so much more. It's like I said, sometimes less is more, especially when your budget doesn't allow it.
Hey, Rafe, women be shopping, man. You know.
It just be crazy.
My NPC, my early NPC in this is the tree.
That gets burned.
Yeah. The beautiful, beautiful tree.
Yeah. Did you see what happens when we link? Well, and even that conversation is for people who don't necessarily follow the show. Like that is a big clue that Rena can channel too.
Yeah.
Like, and that ends up coming out. But like, I think that's when Egwene figures it out. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But again, it's so subtle that if you don't have some background knowledge, you wouldn't fucking understand it, in my opinion. And like that's what makes these little drips that could be good not land well, because it's just not enough.
Yeah.
It's like again, it's just like, you know, this episode gets going and then Liandrin brings it to a fucking screeching halt again.
Yeah. Yep. Where does she come? I was just I have a huge. Who has sex in this episode? I have a huge note that just says sex. This is when they confront him. I think we got ahead. I don't think I messed up my notes.
Yeah, we started talking up a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Okay.
No, you're talking about the tent scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're not actually fucking.
Throwing voices. Blah blah blah. Rand goes into Teleron Riyadh.
Well, and also Rand
offers.
Take Lanfear to see where Egwene is. So now Lanfear knows. Lanfear, if you remember in season 3, Egwene starts talking about how Lanfear tortures her in her dreams as Rena, but she didn't know it was her until it'd been going on for a while. But like, you just gave Lanfear all of that ammunition right now because you're fucking dumb. And then, like I said, lots of really good stuff in this episode. Lots of stuff that was like, this is definitely the best episode of the season, in my opinion. If you cut out the Moiraine stuff, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 even. You got the Alanna land BS, like that's still at least kind of poignant to the story. It still matters. It's not complete stupidity because it gets them back to confront Rand when he's trying to leave at the end. Kind of, you know, you got to start bringing everybody back together, right? It's episode 6. And then you get the reunion for 2 dudes that don't even know each other.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Hey, aren't you Matt? Sure, I'm Matt, bro. What's up?
Sure. Yeah. I'll roll some dice.
You remember that one time we chased that badger, bro?
Sure.
No. But yeah.
Yeah, sure. I got I have 2. I have 3, 4, 2 sisters.
My mom is totally awesome. I mean, a drunk piece of shit.
That's right. My dad is
totally rich. No, poor.
My dad is your dad's best friend. Oh no, my dad's a drunk philanderer asshole. Okay, good.
I do know this, Rand. Your mom could drink. Tam told me.
That bitch. If you didn't hide it, it was gone. Like your dad had to hide that shit, or it was just gone. That's funny. That's the way my mom was.
Was he married to my wife?
I learned from the best. If there's a beer in the fridge, it's not bedtime. That's what I learned from my mom.
I always knew I was in trouble when I got home, and she was like, I got you a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and there was this much gone because it probably meant it was the second one.
I went back.
I didn't figure that out till AD after death, but yeah, I started figuring that out. Started looking at the bank statements, and I was like,
two $7.95 purchases in 4 hours.
If it was only $7.95, God, Jesus Christ. That's really all I got for these. I am looking forward to the next 2 because I'm hoping that they will continue the momentum of this one. Because honestly, I don't really remember them a whole lot. So I hope that they continue the intensity and like at least the semi goodness. It's like I'd say like 3/4 of this episode was really intriguing.
Yeah. I have shockingly a lot of notes. I don't think I said anything. I think I just kept writing who was in the room. I have a big note that says "Still it's sisters." Just can't believe that we're fucking.
What was the there's no payoff for it. Like, what was the point of it, man?
Even if you want to do this, how are we spending this long there? I mean, I guess because she's stilled and she feels safe at home. Maybe that's it. I mean, that's a cute. It's not.
No,
cute.
like dude, you spend fucking probably 45 minutes over 3 episodes that you could have been having them just racing across the landscape, going after the horn, trying to find Pod and Fane, being chased by Trollocs.
Watching Rena fucking like Robert De Niro kick Egwene. Holy shit. Man.
Those scenes were tough, dude.
That was worse than any of the torture.
That's why I was like Sting or like the Undertaker, and she has the choke slams and the kicks. Ooh. They were legit believable too.
Yeah. So gnarly. All right.
Well,
so how you doing, Justin?
You want to hear why I canceled last week?
I do. Who did you fuck last week? Your therapist?
No, I had to fire somebody. It's not even my job to fire people, but he's lucky.
Oh, that's right. You had to work. I forgot you had to work.
Lucky all he did was get fired. I was actually off Wednesday, but it was like my only
Sorry,
day
Justin's
off.
therapist. You're a lovely person. I'm just joking.
She is. She's a sweet kid.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so you had to fire someone.
Well, I mean, technically whatever, but there's this kid. I hung out with him like once over the summer before I went back to work, and he's Connor's age, and he's got baby mama and stuff. And so I just try to we hang out and try to give him a little advice from an older fella, and he kind of latched on to me and was always this is like my dad at work. And honestly, it was kind of uncomfortable when he started dating this chick who's a regular. And I told him, I go, bro, I'd be careful. I go, she's one of those ones you can see she's trouble. She could be fun, but long-term, bro, it's she will destroy you. And it took 3 months, and he has isolated himself. He's someone who never, in a year and a half, he never had barely any call outs. He never had any write-ups or anything like that. In the last 3 months, he's had multiples of all those things. He comes in one night and he's all crybaby looking. And when nobody cared because we're sick of dealing with it, then he started doubling over, and he has Crohn's. But the thing is, when he's having the Crohn's attack, he's shitting 4 times a night. And that's also a bit annoying. I get it's not his fault, but also, dude drinks 3 Monsters and eats a bunch of candy. You don't help yourself. It's hard to feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we all, he's 25, same age as Connor. We all liked him before and try, want the best for him and try to give him some advice. He called she ended up almost going to jail or whatever. She was waving guns around talking about killing herself. And I'm like, bro, I don't know if that's safe. He called me one night and I was like, well, I can listen or I can give you advice. It's up to you. He goes, no, I want advice. And so I spent an hour being really nice, going you're going to lose everything if you don't either get away from this chick or get your own space so that she can heal in her own time and you can have a safe spot when she's not doing well. And, next time I saw him at work, he's like, you just gave me the confidence to keep going with it. And I was like, oh, that's not what I was doing.
Yeah.
But, having teenage daughters, you can't push people because they'll just latch onto that person even harder. And, he got love bombed, manipulated, and now he's fully being basically manipulated and abused. And as soon as I told him he could go home on the day when he was acting all my stomach hurt, he was like, good, now I can go home and try to fix it. He's like, I fucked up Valentine's Day. And I was like, I really wish you wouldn't have told me that. You know what I mean? I'm I really wish you wouldn't have told me that because now I know I'm right. And, I could have just been yeah, go home. You don't feel well, whatever. And I had already worked a 10-hour day the day before. And I was working a 10-hour day that day because somebody else was actually sick. I was even the next day I was going in and I'm okay, don't say what you want to say. He's going to come in and be all I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And there's this other kid that I work with, Robbie, who's the same age, who just had a baby. And he is Connor. He's got a good head on his shoulder. Rob Top. He makes music. He's a pretty good kid. And he kind of tried to apologize to Robbie. And he's like, I get it, bro. He's like, but it's just the same thing. It just keeps happening. And so your apology is whatever. I got to go to lunch. And then he kind of tried to come to me and he goes, I'm sorry. And I go, look, man, I go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. I was you're obviously going through some shit. I go, but let's just keep it a buck. Let's not talk about your personal life here. I was if I have to get into it, I was I'm going to probably say some stuff you don't like. And he's like, well, I'm trying to vent to you. I go, honestly, bro, I was we all know what the story is. And I don't want to say some shit that you're not like. And then you're going to be bummed out all night. And he was just he's like, why are you being a dick to me at work all the time? And I was like, CJ, I'm just trying to keep professional. This is not the time or the place to have this conversation.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know all your secrets, bro. You fucking coworkers that do coke at work and shit. I go, yeah, bro. When I was a chef 20 fucking years ago, yeah. I go, that ain't a secret.
Yeah.
I go, what? And I started laughing, and he starts kind of stalking back and forth like someone who wants to fight but has never been in one. And I'm just I'm writing a drop sheet. I'm laughing at him. I go, what are you talking about, dude? And I kind of let him know a couple of times, and he's like, no, quit fucking talking to me. And goes in the back, and I go, hey, go take a walk. I go, you don't get to start a conversation, get all aggressive, and go take a walk, bro, until you can calm down. And he kind of comes back out on the floor, and I'm doing some more shit, and he starts going off about your secrets and stuff. And I go, bro, I don't have secrets. I go, and I can say whatever the fuck you want. I go, it's just, comedy at this point. And he goes, well, what do you mean you're worried about me? I go, bro, I was like, I've watched you isolate yourself from every single person that you care about, including myself. And I know that that's what happens in like abusive relationships. And I just fucking worry about you, dude. And I don't want to get emotional at work because and he goes, what the fuck would you know about an abusive relationship? I go, oh man, I was in one for a really long time. And this is where he goes, oh yeah, I forgot. You got a lot on your plate, dead wife. And I was like, all right, bro, get your shit and get the fuck out of here. I go home and don't come back.
Yeah. Is this like Wednesday afternoon? Is this like Wednesday?
No, this was Sunday at work.
Holy fuck.
And so then I had to work the next couple of days, and I'm just like, bro, I didn't watch these, and I don't feel like fucking talking about anything.
Fuck, I'm so
you know
glad.
me, bro. I felt bad for 2 days because like that's what Lisa used to do to me, and like she'd be like, you pick on people when you don't want them around, and I'm like, that is not the case. Matter of fact, I give people too many fucking chances. But I still stressed out about it for a couple of days and, you know, had to work for him. But it was like, you know, I was just like, all right, bro, take a photo. And like my other coworker, Thor, he was behind me, but like his like dad presence was like hand on my shoulder, like, don't do what you want to do. My buddy Bert that I fish with all the time, he goes, he must not know you like he think he does. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I know you really well. I used to play lacrosse and I'm bigger than you are. And I wouldn't have fucking said that shit under any circumstances because I would be really afraid of how you would react. He goes, I'm surprised you didn't fucking beat the shit out of him. I go, I like my job. And, you know, I had kind of thought about it. I didn't think it would be that, but yeah. And then the next day, like I had to go in and fill out paperwork for an hour and a half so that they would fire him. And then like, Tate's like, he's not going to show up. My boss is like, he's not going to show up. I go, oh, he's absolutely going to show up. He thinks he's fucking right.
Yeah.
And he's that fucking dumb.
Yeah.
He showed up early. Tate goes, go wait in your car. I'm not ready for you yet. At that point, I would have just left because I'd have been, no, I'm getting fired.
Yeah.
He hung around, came in, showed his ass, trying to say the same shit to Tate, said he used to fuck that our ex assistant manager named Paige, who is a lesbian, and that they did coke together. And it's just, we're a big coke fucking place, not weed. And it's like, all right, brother.
Yeah. Keep talking.
Say you have a problem with cocaine without saying you have a problem with cocaine, buddy. Or like, I don't know if his fucking succubus girlfriend told him to stick up for himself or what, but he showed his whole ass and it did not go well.
Oh, now he has to go home and tell her he's not working.
Oh, also no more 50% off, no more 40% off because you're 86 and you can't come to our store, and we're one of 2 stores in SoCal that do it. You had people that might have still been friends with you, and now they hate your guts because I have a really good reputation and I'm pretty well liked, believe it or not. Crazy how that works. Oh, my favorite thing was the review that they put up on Google that was a 1-star. Would you like me to read it to you?
He did?
His girlfriend did. And I know it was his girlfriend because she's super jealous of this other girl that works there, and she made a couple reviews a while back, and I was like, that seems really oddly specific, and the only person I can think of doing that is his girlfriend because she is crazy jealous. And I told Tate that, and then turns out that was true. He told Robbie that it was her. And then there was one about Tate as well that was very conveniently timed.
Oh my God.
And I go, Tate, and when mine came up, he goes, you're right, bro. He goes, it's her every time. I go, I told you, bro. I go, I know, I'm not dumb, bro. I know shit.
Is she really hot?
No.
Oh.
I mean, she's not bad looking, but like,
I mean, I know you know how big of a bitch she is, which always kind of taints your initial.
Right.
I don't know. Everyone loves a good crazy hot chick, so I just
you know, she's not super hot. I mean, she's not like fucking disgusting, but she's not like, oh my God either.
She's not worth all that.
Yeah. First of all, the name on it is Jamie Smith. And second of all, he's practically fucking illiterate. I've seen his little fucking rap notebook that he writes shit down in. And she is a stripper from State Line, so I don't think that she writes with perfect punctuation. It's from Jamie Smith is the name, by the way. No picture, shocker. And no other reviews on anything. I've gone to this shop multiple times, and unfortunately, my experience with an employee named Justin made me extremely uncomfortable. Each visit, he makes personal comments toward me that feel flirtatious and inappropriate for a professional setting. I come in as a customer expecting respectful, business-focused interaction. Who even says that? ChatGPT? Yeah. But instead, I'm subjected to remarks that feel like he's hitting on me rather than helping me. It creates an uncomfortable and unprofessional environment. In previous conversations, he's made deeply inappropriate comments about his personal relationships that should never be discussed with a customer. I think you're talking about your actual boyfriend who talks about you. Anyways, being placed in that position felt awkward and intrusive. As a customer, I should not have to navigate someone's personal boundaries while simply trying to make a purchase. Overall behavior feels really volatile and crosses professional lines. What feels volatile about that? I mean, I guess if I was hitting on you really aggressively, which I'm not, if anything, dude,
Yeah.
anyway, I'll get to the end of it. But overall behavior feels volatile across the lines. Employees working directly with public should maintain respectful, appropriate conduct at all times. How management takes it seriously, and the other customers do not have to feel the discomfort that I have experienced.
Oh my God.
But I've also worked for this company for 4 years, and from everyone from the top to bottom knows me and knows that I'm not like that. And
underneath that, it's just 5 stars all the way down from top to bottom, and then just her just talking about some perv that's
and the chick that they made 2 reviews about say that she dresses inappropriately. I have to say she's one of the most appropriately dressed young females I've ever worked with. She dresses very professional. There's a lot of things you can knock about this chick, believe me.
Yeah,
one of them. That's not one of them. So it's just funny to me, man. I had to laugh. I was like, but that was the only smoke I got. They tried to, it's funny, bro. I don't know. Like I said,
I'm so glad now that I gave you the out as quickly as I did, so you could just like.
I just sat and played Baldur's Gate, and I got fucking drunk, and I fucking went to bed as early as possible.
Oh,
so I was just like, dude. I was like. And it's been like the running joke all week is, the last couple of weeks it's happened, it happened 10 days ago now. It was like, it's been the running joke. It's just like, we got samples the other day and there was a sample of some weed called Cocaine Bear. And I was like, if I don't get that after all that's been going on, we're going to have a fucking problem. Okay, guys?
That's mine.
That's mine. Clearly. Everybody knows.
They send any plushies our way. It's mine.
Yeah. So it was a lot, and I worked a lot, but at the same time, it was like, it's not that big a deal. But it's like, when you find out that you're right about people, it's kind of like, it's not satisfying, but you're like, yep.
Yeah. And it just took a bunch of fucking time out of your day. It's just like, you being right fucking cost you 20, 30 hours.
Yeah, and I just don't have time or energy for anyone like that ever anymore. And nothing really matters. That I lost what matters to me, so nothing matters that much to me. Like nothing's that serious. It's like, oh well, that sucked, but
yeah. Hey, you know what? It's not.
Is your wife dying? No.
You know what this isn't? This isn't death.
Yeah.
Someone the other day, they were talking about their trauma, and they're saying, and I know I know my trauma doesn't compare to a lot of people's trauma. It's like I've never seen anyone die in front of me, and I'm like, I don't recommend it. And she's just like, oh, ouch. I was like, yeah, I even went back 6 months later to try it again just to make sure, and it's not good. It's not good.
It was even worse because I had to watch someone I care about deal with it and lose their shit like I lost my shit. Except he was by himself, and I at least had my sister. It sucked either way, but yeah. Speaking of sucking either way, fucking Zoe, man. Her really good friend Ellie, who's never dealt with anything in her life, really. Like her grandma died, I think. Her husband, really sweet guy, they're both in the medical field. Their roommate either died or committed suicide about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. He's 37. He wasn't projected to live a lot longer because he had epilepsy and the medicine like fucked him up. But then he got out of a really bad breakup, and I think he might have taken all of his pills. But then like a few weeks, like not even like I think a week ago, Zoe's coworker and really good friend got ran fucking over on Capitol Hill by Blue and Gotti down the hill, or where Gotti used to be. You know where Shea Gotti used to be?
Yeah.
Got like ran over by like a fucking like a Lyft driver or some shit and died. 27, dude. I'm like, and dude's like Zoe. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like,
girl,
she has gone through it. I'm like, how you doing? She's like, well, I'm back in therapy. Thank God. I'm like,
God,
yeah, dude.
Do 2-a-days for a while, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. So,
wow.
It's that shit. So I'm ready for it to be warm when I can fish on my boat with my dogs real fast.
Oh, Kelly and I, we're going away. We're going to go glamping Friday and Saturday night, just her and I. We're going to leave Cormac behind with a babysitter and the dog behind.
Nice.
And then next week, we are going to talk about the finale
of the Wheel of Time, Season 2, Episodes 7 and 8.
10 more episodes to beat this dead horse.
Here we go, Justin. Let's beat it. Beat it down. Let's twist her little head off and kill that horse.
I just fucking cut that horse right down, and when you didn't have to do it, Moiraine.
Love
She's
you,
a
bro.
murderer. Love you, brother.
Stick your dagger in your horn box.
May you always find water and shade. Thanks a lot, Jeremy, for not being here to keep me from being a total prick. Dragon Reborn.
Jeremy, this show isn't very